What is up, guys? Again, NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for March 3rd. There is quite a bit of it, so buckle up. We've got a lot of things going on. First up, we have the new Elvia Realm. This is what we saw as the Hadoom servers previously on Global Labs. It's now launched for NA/EU as well. So basically, this Sandia areas have all been upgraded on specific servers. So if you're on, as you can see here, Sandia 3, 4, 5, 6, California 3, 4, 5, 6, the Medea 3 through 6, and Valencia 4, 5, 6, or Arsha servers. These all have the upgraded versions of the spots. As far as what spots those are, we have Biragi Den. Each of these does have its own kind of mechanic to it. So they all work a little bit differently than each other independently, and they all drop all sorts of items, which we'll see a few things further down as we get here. But we've got Biragi Den, Imp Altar, which is actually a 2-man party spot there. Then we've got Fogan Swamp, Naga Swamp, Castle Ruins is a party of 3, Orc Camp, and then Bloody Monastery. This one actually has a mechanic where Muskins will spawn and he'll actually drop loot. Although this is a 1-person area, he'll drop loot for 5 people. A group of max 5 people up to it, somewhat similar to how the boss spawn works at the monastery, abandoned monastery, that is. Aside from that, we got the power of 3 ancient spirits that were discovered in Elvia Realm. So while you're grinding these areas, you can have these little spirits pop up, and when you talk to it, you pick either a main hand or awakening weapon, and it will give you these depending on where you're grinding. So for instance, Naga's is the Thunder one, Red Orc Camp is the Burning one. It just depends on which area you're grinding for which one you get. And these things are incredibly powerful against the Hadoom monsters that you're using. So you'll essentially get a little 10-minute boost, because they do only last for 10 minutes. You'll pop that on to equip it. You'll have a 10-minute boost in damage, and it is huge. It's a huge damage boost against just the Hadoom monsters. So you'll definitely like skyrocket your trash per hour right away having used those. In addition to that, you'll see that each class has new Elvia skills that can only be used when you have that weapon along with it. So it just lists each one across the board there for it. So everybody's got one that's available for that when you have the Elvia weapons available. As far as spawn rate, I'll be dissecting it as I get more time in, but I've already gotten several in just a very short amount of time grinding, so it looks like that's going to be a little added bonus to just grind in general. There's new quests with it as well that you can do for each one. There's new titles that were released for it. You have quests can actually reward items that can be traded for some of the other things you need to combine for them. One of the other tons of items that you get to combine are for these new reform formulas for Blackstar defense gear. So you can essentially upgrade your Blackstar armors, not weapons, by getting these items to do it. It's a permanent thing that occurs. It's Obsidian Spectre's energy is what you end up creating by combining a few items that we'll look at in just a second. It's permanent once you've done it. If you enhance it, let's say you have a Tri-Blackstar and you went ahead and upgraded it with Obsidian Spectre's energy, and you try to go for Tet and it fails, it's still going to be Obsidian upgraded. So it stays that way once it's been done. You can choose to extract it later on if you want to. As far as the stats for it, I'm going to be honest, they don't look that appealing to me. If you're running a Tet Blackstar, as it is, you'll get an additional 4 evasion, 4 damage reduction, and 40 HP. I know it's something better than nothing since you can't Cav versus Blackstar in the first place, but I have to say it's super underappealing, the stats, with what it takes to actually do it. Getting Obsidian Spectre's energy, you need a Passion of Altara, Reason of Okiara, a Courage of Narc, a Flower of Madness, and then a Spectre's energy on top of that. You do simple alchemy those together, and you'll get the Obsidian Spectre's energy. Thing is, each of those pieces being created is not simple. Passion of Altara takes 100 Voltara's Flame and 100 Garma Scale, so you'll see all of a sudden Garma Scale started selling almost right away this morning, which is a little silly because these other items are going to take you a very long time. I wouldn't be worried about Garma Scales getting sold out, but I had a couple hundred doing nothing, so they got sold this morning just fine for me. Reason Okiara takes Okiara's Tide and 100 Oil of Void. Courage of Narc will take 100 Narc's Lightning, 10 Fragment of All Creations, and 10 Legacy of the Ancient. And then Flower of Madness is going to take 100 Seed of Void and 10 Concentrated Boss Aura as well. So if this is something you're pursuing, it's going to be a definite marathon, not a sprint thing to get there. These items can't be purchased off of the marketplace, so you got to just do it yourself if you're trying to do that. I don't use Blackstar armor personally, so I'm not super concerned about it. As far as where each of those are dropped, it's from different places that you're going to be grinding with the new Elvia servers. Obviously, it's why it ties in with it. So depending on what piece you're working on is where you'll need to go in order to grind to get those pieces. For the Fragment of All Creations, this one you use simple alchemy on any of yellow grade accessories that they list here, and you can just get the Fragment of All Creations. So you're factoring in that you're going to be melting down some of those in addition to the concentrated boss aura. This is, like I said, it's going to be costly and take a long time to do it. Now, aside from that, we have some new items as well. The Revived River Necklace and Revived Lunar Necklace. So these have, as you can see, much less AP. In this case, it's a DP and evasion necklace here, and then much less AP than, say, a Pen Ogre Ring would have, but that's because it's an accuracy buff to that as well. So if you're looking for an extra accuracy item, this is definitely it, although there's the other accuracy items are a little bit better trade for the amount of accuracy you get item versus the AP. These work a little bit differently than just dropping. So, for instance, you need, there's a moon something item it's called to make this one, Moon Split Nail. You need this, and then you'll need 5 Liberated Breath of Sylvia. So this drops. It's a rare item that can drop. I did manage to get one today at Naga's with it, and then I got 4 of this other item that's not called Liberated Breath of Sylvia. What it is cold tears of the Black Sun. You melt these, or heat them up rather, and it can turn into Liberated Breath of Sylvia. I had 4 of these drop, melted the 4 and managed to get 5. You need exactly 5 of these to combine with Moon Split Nail to make that necklace for it. So a little bit of RNG on top of more RNG, because you could potentially get 3 and end up having enough to make the necklace if you have the rare drop, the Moon Split Nail, or you might need to just get 5 because they melt down into 1 apiece. That's just how BDO goes. Aside from that, we've got these 3 new items that are going to make your current accessories even better. So you have Cup of Arid Moonlight, Cup of Lonely Cloud, and Cup of Dwindling Starlight. So you can get, for the necklace, you'll add an additional 150 HP by putting this on, equipping it to your necklace. Once they're combined, you can do 125 HP on a ring, or 3% critical hit damage on a ring as well. The items to do that, once again, you're going to have to get most of these items by grinding at different places in the Sandia Servers. Give me the whole point for it. You need 100 Heart of the Arid Forest and 100 Trace of Forest for the Cup of Arid Moonlight for your necklace, and then for the rings, for the HP one, 10 Mass of Pure Magic, 30 Magical Shards, 100 Shard of the Tearful Night, 100 Shard of the Furious Night, and 100 Blackstone Armors. And if you want the critical hit damage one, 10 Mass of Pure Magic, 30 Magical Shards, 100 Shard of the Drain Knight, 100 Furious Night, and 100 Blackstones with that as well. Massive Pure Magic, by the way, dropped like crazy on the Sandia Servers. In the first hour, I think I had 6 drop and like 150 Blackstones. Granted, there's a 50% event drop rate going on as well, so there is that to keep in mind with it. As far as what you can list, put these onto, it lists it right here, so you can straight up upgrade whatever accessories that you want. These items can also be sold on the marketplace independently, so if you wanted to try and buy one and people had them, obviously it'll take a little while for the prices to adjust before that starts happening, but you could potentially pick them up off the marketplace if they're available. Probably won't be for some time. That's definitely up to you. Now, from this tooltip, it does look like once it is upgraded, so you use Cup of Arid Moonlight, you can see that it's got a list price there, 500 million silver. You could pick this up, but once you've put that on your Ogre Ring, looks as though you cannot sell the Ogre Ring once it's been upgraded with that additional bonus. So keep that in mind when you're deciding what you want to do with your upgrades on it. It does note as well you can't put the crit damage and the HP onto the same ring, so just keep that in mind. Some UI stuff, backgrounds with new Sandia server, so you can like tell which one you're on. That are along with it. These are the daily quests where you get these predator routes for them. Each zone has its own set. You get them from the node manager that's on there. You can repeat those each day since they're just daily resets, and then you can use these routes as you get them to actually just trade out for specific items you might need. So if it's something you're pursuing, that might help you out, get you a little jump in case you're not getting certain ones. So now that we've got Sandia stuff out of the way, let's take a look at the events we have going on. They are pretty insane, at least in general, for what we have up. There's a 1000 XP bonus, and that's not a typo, 1000 XP bonus during hot time, fever time, and then also all weekend long, and along with it will be skill XP 100%. Aside from that, starting this evening, we'll have just combat XP 300% and skill XP 50% when it's outside of the hot time hours for that, which is pretty ridiculous. Then for all times of day, we have a 50% item drop rate just flat across the board. It's not impacting Arsha servers, so essentially every server has Arsha drop rate currently, which ties in with the launch of the Sandia servers, making it pretty rewarding to grind right now. That's going to run until the end of the month at March 31st, just a flat 50% increase. Next up, we've got a boss event for it, and this is going to be a couple of extra spawns for Garmoth and Vel, and then we have guaranteed spawns for the awakened bosses, Nightmare Zarka, Stormbringer, Karanda, the upgraded ones of each one. So we get a little chart to check it out. This is in PST time, so you're going to need to convert that for wherever you are, what times these are for you. You'll see on Saturday we have an additional Garmoth and Vel spawn that are added as well that we normally don't have. And this is going to be running until March 17th, so not quite as long as the drop rate event, but it's still something. Then we got special attendance rewards, and they're absolutely ridiculous, starting off with a 7-day value pack. Then we're going to get Blessing at Garma Scale, 33 item collection scrolls, Elion's Tears, 40 stack, discount coupons, Valk's Cry, storage maids, Cron Stones, more storage maids, another value pack, a ton of Cron Stones coming up, and then a pet at the very end of it there. Alongside this, the loyalty shop was reset with the 530% XP scrolls, so you can purchase those again now that the counter's been reset on that one. We've got Celebrate the NAEU service with tons of loyalties that started. You just log in during the event period, you're going to get an additional 100 loyalties plus Black Spirit dice. We've got Black Spirit Adventure, Race to the End. If you complete the normal board, you'll get the reward for completing the special board. Special board doesn't count for it. You can also get that opened up, and you'll get the Black Spirit Adventure seal along with the regular box that goes with it. Black Spirit seal can be sold to NPC vendors for 200,000, and it just notes that you can't get it from the special board for whatever reason. They decided that's a thing. Then we got Morko Seals. Hand them over. During this time, you do some special quests to get different things from Morko. The quests themselves are to give him these items, and then he will give you one loyalties if you have the Black Spirit Adventure seal we just mentioned. If you hand over Old Man Grand Prix coins or boss auras or spirit creeds, you'll get Morko's commemorative seals along with that, and then those seals can individually be exchanged for 3,000 loyalties when you have 3 of them. We got new challengers has appeared event. This is special Dark Rift. The 3 bosses from before that we've had a couple of times have been reset. You'll see them on. It's Tidium, Skeleton King, and Lieber. When you log in, you should have all 3 already spawned. They'll be at level 1 because they've just been turned off, but they did still exist, so they've downgraded to level 1. They have a chance to drop Box of the Enraged Dead, which can have any of the listed boss armors and items in it. Hopefully people start dumping some Ergon shoes onto the marketplace because the Ergons are absolutely wildly priced right now. Node War double tax money has started. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's double tax for the wars when you win. Alongside that, we've got Elvia Realm Upon Us event that's going as well. Once you enter an Elvia server, accept the quest from the Black Spirit. You can also accept the quest on a normal server. It's just going to be a little additional something to pick up so that you can get Burning Valtara's weapon box. That's these special Elvia weapons that have them. You can pick to do it just straight from a quest there, or you can pick up some of the other items you might need for trying to put together your Blackstar armor upgrades or whatever it is that you're in search of from the Elvia server. Aside from that, skill updates and things for classes other than the Elvia skills, just a couple of issue fixes for everybody except for Nova. Got the upgrades we were seeing hit the Global Lab servers not too long ago for it. I believe this was actually mentioned in last week's patch notes as well. The short and sweet of it is she got some buffs within Awakening. Succession got a ton of changes to their skill combo being chained together. It's supposed to be incredibly faster. There was a couple of adjustments to cooldowns, like Kotarm's opening, for instance, is from 6 seconds down to 5 seconds. The DP increase effect from 5 seconds up to 10. Again, these were all noted in last week's patch notes, so I'm not entirely sure why it relisted them here, but it did. So yeah, hopefully those Succession Novas can at least somewhat compete with Awakening Nova, because as it stands, prior to that, the imbalance was pretty large between the two. System updates and whatnot from you there. Pearl Shop updates, we'll take a look at the Pearl Shop in just a moment, but aside from that, we have added to the value pack bonus effect. There's now a 30% combat skill, life, and mount XP, and also the item collection increase scroll that you get through the daily challenge. That was actually active last week as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Pearl Shop. All right, so for the Pearl Shop this week, first up, we've got the Black Leopard pack. This is going to give you a Prestige Black Leopard pet, which he has a drop rate increase, the same as the Arctic Fox. So if you're interested in getting that, it is gated behind a $75 package that also has the Black Shadad outfit, a 90-day premium value pack, 50 Artisan Memories, 15-day Book of Old Moon, and then also a bonus Black Leopard pack bonus box. Say that 3 times fast. The Black Leopard does not stack with Arctic Fox, so don't feel like you have to get this link because it's got 4% loot bonus. If you already have the Arctic Fox, you literally can't have both of them out. So it mentions it here. You cannot take out more than one Arctic Fox and or Prestige Black Leopard pet at the same time because they share the same talent item collection increase. So just keep that in mind so nobody's jumping in to pick it up. There's a separate one for Shy so that Shy gets its Shudad set as well. Now, big stuff here. We've got 5th anniversary top 5 pearl item sales. The Artisan Memory bundle that's usually 4,000 pearls is straight up 50% off. It's 2,000 pearls to get 100 artisans. The value pack, the 30-day value pack, is off 50% off, so $750 for that. Inventory's in there. We've got Thea's orbs added. Those are half off. Mount skill change coupons. And then the inventory expansion coupons are each 50% off as well. We've got 55% off on all classes premium outfits. It is limit 1 per family purchase, so keep that in mind as well. We've got a choose 5 maids and butlers pack for it. It's half off as well to pick up a ton of maids if you need those. There's a daily thank you pack. It's 450 pearls, which will get you 20 artisan memories and then a bonus of 20 cron, 10 Valk's Cry, 10 memory frags, and 2 item drop rate scrolls for that. That resets daily. It is 1 purchase per family, so keep that in mind there. We've got the Pieris helmet and armor on sale for Ranger, new permanent item added, and then we've got a pack that goes along with it where you'll get that new outfit set along with your choice of a premium, and then it has a 1-day Book of Old Moon and 10 item drop scrolls along with it. Weekly outfit that's on sale this week is Guardian's Cubelius. So if you've already picked up ones from trying to snipe the 55% off on the premium costume, since those can't be purchased as much, your next best bet will probably be going Cubelius. Sales in category, other than that, we've got interior category 50% off, underwear's 50% off, and costumes just in general. If you want a camouflage suit, those are 50% off as well. And then they listed the revamped loyalty items. They actually had this posted last week. It's exactly the same as the chart they had last week. They just decided to go ahead and put it in there since it's implemented now on this update. So it lists all of the new items that we've got for loyalty and the ones that were changed in prices as well. Quite a bit of stuff, so it's definitely worth taking a look through if you want to. The link to the updates here is in the description below, so you can jump on over there to go through it if you'd like to take a look for yourself. That is it for this video. Be sure to like it if you did enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos do go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page also in the description. You can jump on over there and drop a follow so you'll get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.